I had cheese all over my shoes. That's the end of that.
Well, that's a great segue.
To what?
So here I am 2 weeks ago. I'm trying to do a live stream. I hadn't done one before. Well, I did a short one. And
That's not what she said.
luckily, I have an extra dock. So I put my dock here right next to my computer. Redid the chords. I don't have a permanent setup, so I got to redo this every time.
Yeah.
So I do the chords. And to me, it's only 3 chords. And I get it all together. I look. There's nothing. I got nothing on the screen. I'm like, come on. So I get up, and I'm doing it again. Still nothing. So at this point, I'm letting the expletives fly all over the place.
Wait,
I'm up, stomping back and forth. I'm saying like, oh, how can anyone be so stupid? I can't even get this 3 cables right.
What am I, Stewart?
So I finally get it going. And I do the stream, and it was like, I don't know, 30 minutes. And
I can't wait to see how this ends.
so I do the stream, and I go back just to see, just to check, make sure it was all there on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I check her channel, and I see 2 streams for the same game. I'm like, well, this is weird. What happened? And I saw the one was 30 minutes or whatever it was. And I thought another one was really short. It was like 5 minutes. I was like, oh my God, did I go live and I didn't even know it? So I click on it, and there's me. I stand up, and thank God I had pants on. There's like a 50-50 chance I don't. And there's me running around yelling, getting upset about not being able to get this in. And I immediately, and it was public, and there was 1 view. I don't know who got to see it, but then I immediately deleted it. And now I'm thinking back, I'm like, oh, I should have saved it. That'd been
Totally
gold.
That's like pure, true outtakes. Why did you kill that?
And now I've got on
just like that one viewer's probably dead. They probably died laughing.
Couldn't take it anymore. So then we're up here on the 3rd floor, and we got this deck here with a barbecue pit. And these squirrels keep coming up here, and I think they're trying to build a nest under it.
Yeah.
And I keep opening the door and chase them away. And I guess Thursday, I opened it up, and I was shaking the barbecue pit he was behind it, and he wouldn't leave. So I did it again. He ran this way. I could see him. He got all flustered. He ran towards the deck. And usually they'll run and jump.
How many times bigger are you? And if his food isn't done on the grill, then I would be flustered too.
I might put him on the grill.
Oh, hey, wait a minute. That's not neighborly.
So he jumped through the little iron gate, on the deck. It's got the little slats. Yeah. But he missed the tree.
Oh, shit.
And we're on the 3rd floor. And so I'm looking over the thing like this. I'm like, and I watch him. He's just like this. And his belly goes, he just smacks into the ground. But then he just jumps right up when he runs away. He wasn't even hurt.
I don't know. I have a lot of questions when I get to the end. I have a lot of questions. Go ahead.
So that makes you wonder, how far can a squirrel fall before he hurts himself?
That should be a game.
This is 3 stories high. He was fine.
That should be a game. It's a little like Uncharted. You're like, okay, so I should be able to jump from here to there because it didn't hurt me last time. Bam! And then it goes black and white. And you're like, no, can't go that far. That's how far a squirrel can't fall. Gauge it on Uncharted.
Oh, all right. You ready?
I was waiting for you to go, and he sprouted wings
and flew away.
It was rock. It was moose and squirrel. Not again.
Oh, all right.
That's beautiful. He was probably just waiting to see if you were going to screw up again and start cussing.
Maybe he was just trying to watch the show.
That's it. See, you know,
I chased away a potential
he had
subscriber.
you had little acorns roasting on your grill. Did you ever think to check for that?
There's just nuts all over the place in there.
Acorns roasting on Jeff's barbecue. Yummy, yum, 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 yum. They are really good when you toast them, I would assume.
Squirrels?
Yes. No, not yes. Especially
I bet they're
over a bed of roasted acorns. This is my deck dinner. You should get the Hornet on him. Unless the Hornet's working for him. Like a true
right
video
before we
game.
started, there was a stink bug on the screen here. He went flying.
Who trains those things? Because they are smart. I don't know how they get in my house. Well, I mean, I probably do. I mean, doors open, blah, blah, blah. But all the same, then they just show up. It's like I'm moving my curtains. I'm like, gosh, how did...
I wonder if most of the times, like bugs get in, I wonder if they just, hey, that stink bug is back on the top of the barbecue.
See? If you had a camera like mine, you could go, look, see? Over there.
I think these bugs just hop on your back, and
I think they do.
When you're outside and you come in and they fly off and then they're stuck.
That's it. And I have, wow, look at that. There's a view of my ceiling. So, because I know you all were waiting for that. But, and this is stupid. We're talking about bugs too long. But all the same, bugs do refer to video games when you have something wrong. If there's a glitch, it's a bug. So it all goes together. But no, little bugs. So get these little bugs down here. And the problem is they follow you because they can't fly very well. They're not very strong. So when you come downstairs, a draft will bring it with you. And then you're less like, so anyway.
You were messing around with bagworms when you were a little kid? We used to pop them off.
The only time I mess with bagworms ever is on AC.
We used to pop them off and put them on the ground, and stomp on them and see who could get them to squirt the furthest out. It was like almost like a packet of ketchup, It was like
what? Oh, wow. No. But we used to catch the little, we called them sweat bees back in the day, but they're like little yellow jackets. Mm-hmm. And the kind that were in the nest in my backyard at the old place on my son's second birthday. I'm going to turn this in a geek direction, and this is Go Game Go.
Yes.
And for those of you out there who just look at it straight ahead and just wonder, it'd be gogamego.
Gogamego.
So just to get us into geek format before we jump into the Mario stuff, because that's so awesome, I've been checking out animated films lately. For any of those folks like, me and Pete, who are like geeky guys with stuff, these are all animated films. I don't know how many people have ever seen this one. Star Chaser, Legend of Orin.
I haven't.
It's really good. Kind of like an animated Battle Beyond the Stars. With why can't I say his name now? Good Night. What was it? It was on the Waltons. Good Night.
John Boy.
Thank you. He was in that movie. And this one.
Akira.
Love Akira. Got this steel box version a while back. This is one of my favorites.
Rock and roll.
Yeah, with the music of Cheap Trick and Deborah Harry.
Wow.
Yeah. And Lou Reed and others. And, of course, American Pop. This one is a Ralph Bakshi as well as this one. This one's amazing because it's Ralph Bakshi and Frank Frazetta, because Frank Frazetta is one of my all-time favorites. So that is a Frazetta painting there. But, yeah, it's really, really cool. And then today I had this revelation as I'm watching this. I'm like, is this guy the main... Well, maybe I shouldn't say it. He kicks ass, though. He's based on The Death Dealer by Frank Frazetta. Anybody out there who's a Molly Hatchet fan knows the Death Dealer from their first album. So that's the painting. Let's move along. Today we're talking about.
Oh, you want to talk about our big week we had? It was kind of a fun week.
Oh, that was crazy week.
Yeah. Well, I guess it was a week and a half because 2 Wednesdays ago we interviewed Tommy Tallarico.
Well, yeah, because it was so crazy we had to have a week and a half. You can't just do that on.
Had to take a week and a half off.
Other people have tried it and have not fared very well.
And so that was a lot of fun.
That was wonderful. And then you got a hold of me about OAB Pete.
Yeah, he asked if we want to be on the show, and so I of course said yes because that sounds like a lot of fun. And
yes, it was a blast. It was a blast.
Wow, it was a huge show too. There was 10 people on.
Yeah, including Tommy Tallarico.
Tallarico again.
Yeah,
I'm glad because I finally got to ask him the question. I can't believe I forgot it during our 3 hours.
Go ahead.
Pinball games,
right?
Every time he's on the show, like I'll type in a question. I'll say, "What about pinball?" And no one's ever answered it. So I'm glad I finally got to ask him directly.
Yeah, I was pretty happy that I was going to ask my question, and then I got inquiry blocked. Pete was like,
"Well, what were you going to ask?" I don't remember.
I don't really know what language that was, but it just says no. Not right now. You got to wait because I asked that question in a show that he had done. Oh, basically, shit. I was just going to ask my question because it never came out. My question was, with being delayed, what is some of the cool things? Because he was talking about with the delay now, they're working on the skiing game a little more and adding some, different things and tweaking it here and there. And I'm like, well, what other things are you excited that you got to tweak a skosh because you had to hang tight, But then I got inquiry blocked, so I still don't have an answer. But I guess I got to watch the show. So.
Actually, oh yeah, I'm going through.
I have to admit, for a second there, I thought you were going to tell me, wait, we haven't gone live yet.
Oh, yeah, let's go live now. No, to say, the best part about that show we did, I think, was when you just ask a goofy question. Early, I don't even know if it was meant to go anywhere. You just said, I can't wait to do my taxes on the Amico. And then it ended up being like a 5-minute comedy bit with Tommy Tallarico. It's hilarious. That was the best part of the show. He kept going on and on. Finally, he had the whole thing on his shoulder. He was putting stuff in there. It was like, he thought I was getting heaven. He goes, and we call it the Amico Light.
He put such a great bow on the end of that. That was fantastic. And here you go, Stu.
Oh, that was perfect.
It's the Amico Light. That was great. That was great. But that was still wild. We mentioned it in our other show, but that was wild that had something on there that wanted to help you with your taxes.
That's crazy.
Could you imagine if Night Stalker had a do your taxes bit? And if you unlock this area, it'll help you do your taxes.
Yeah.
That might be something they can tweak and get that in there before they launch it.
You never know.
Mm-hmm. It could happen.
So did you have fun on Amico All Access? That was cool. Yeah, like I said on the show, I'd watched the show since the beginning.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird to be on the show.
Yeah. That was cool. And I think some of the other things that always is so much fun for me is to it's always great meeting people who have interests and things that offshoot, you're like, for years you run around in your own circle, and maybe there's some folks like me and you that we get it, but there's not you don't always get a huge circle of folks like that. And to be able to be there, and Crow and I have things in common. I'm thinking, oh my gosh. And then Papa Pete.
Crow's a really interesting guy. I've been following him for a long time because I swear to God, the squirrel's back. He's just sitting there looking at me on the deck. Maybe he does want to see the show.
He just wants a guest spot. Can you get another camera over there?
I should let him in.
You're going to have
put him on my shoulder.
That's what you don't mind the rabies. Don't mind any of that stuff.
Don't mind his claws my face off.
Is he wearing a mask? She. I don't.
Well, if he is, it's a squirrel mask, and he's not a squirrel.
It'd be great if a squirrel shows up wearing a mask that's a squirrel. So I'm safe.
Like on the airplane, you can just whip off the mask, and he's still got a squirrel face underneath.
Where'd my glasses go? Oh, they're in the clamp. I'm trying to fix my glasses. Who fixes their glasses like this?
That's how you should wear them from now on.
Oh, it'd be like
a monocle or something.
Yeah,
or like one of those, masquerade mask.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm at the movies back in the 50s. My 3D glasses. Oh, I need one of those long cigarette things. Oh. So anyway, we're pretty excited about the Mario.
Speaking of that,
I mean, and let me make a point here. We're talking about all of this Amico stuff, right? Right.
Yeah.
And within that, we're talking all kinds of retro things and retrofitting. That is exactly what's happening right here on this Mario Direct. That's exactly what they're talking about. They're re-released, but they're also reimagined at the same time. We can see that here.
Yeah, a little bit. They didn't do a ton to like Mario 64, but it is at least now they cleaned up the graphics, and it's it's still all big old polygons, and
right.
At least now it's sharp looking.
Exactly, that's my point.
Mess that it would
it's
be.
like when they did. I may have mentioned it on this show before. I know I've mentioned it a few different places in the past, but when Disney did all their HD for the for all their classic movies, I remember seeing Sleeping Beauty, just gorgeous, and that's what I'm getting out of a lot of this stuff. Like you're saying, it's cleaned up, it's bright, it's sharp, it's really cool. And this thing is amazing. They're re-releasing it.
Yeah, I can't get over this. I've never ever thought of this ever, that they'd do this.
No way. No. And this is a unit that I only know of by history and seeing pictures. Never played it.
I had obviously they never had this is what I had, the ball one.
Oh yeah, right.
And it was I guess it was Mr. Game & Watch head that was on there originally. But that's the one I had.
When did that originally come out?
It was before the NES. I think it was like 80, 81.
Okay. All right.
Because then they actually did some that were clamshell. You open up and they had two screens like a DS.
Oh, I think I do remember that.
I wish I would have had a bunch of those.
Oh wow, let's see if I do that. Yeah. Somebody out there's already saying, oh, it was 80 to 81.
They released all their Game Watches in this 2 years.
I'm sorry. It's my eyes. Okay. Just blame my eyes. That's all you got to do. No, it's 80 to 91, 11 years. Released and marketed by Nintendo from 80 to 91. Created by game designer Gunpei
Yokoi.
See, some people have trouble with Go Game Go. I have trouble with Yokoi. Well, no longer. I just did it.
He's an interesting dude because he did those. He did Game Boy, and he did the Virtual Boy.
Wow.
And then he left Nintendo, and he started up. He was, I think, the driving force behind the Wonder Swan, which is a handheld game in Japan.
Wow.
And then, unfortunately, he was hit by a car and was killed.
Holy crap.
Yeah, so he's no longer around, which is a shame because He was he's some kind of like hardware genius. He did a ton of stuff.
Well, I'm looking at this Virtual Boy.
I had one of those.
You did not.
I don't know whatever happened to it.
I mean, it looks when you look at it, if somebody flashed you a card of pictures of video game stuff and said, what's real, what's not, you'd look at this and go, I mean, if it was a flash, they were like, ah, bang, and then they were like, you'd be like, what was that, a mower?
Yeah, it was weird. It wasn't comfortable because you had to, bend over and look into the goggles or whatever you want to call it,
Gotcha.
the viewing area.
Because that's what this is. It's like mounted on a thing, so just to show it. That's wild.
It's weird. Yeah, I mean, it was an interesting idea. Kind of like Wii U was an interesting idea. Didn't really catch on.
Yeah,
but that obviously led to the Switch. So
right, Wonder Swan.
Yeah, Wonder Swan's pretty cool,
man.
So this first game they're showing is what is it? Super Mario 3D World, originally on the Wii U. Did you ever get a chance to play that?
I did not. That was, yeah. I'm a Nintendo fan, but the Mario I played most was Kart, Mario Kart. I played the first couple. And then I kind of knew all about it because of you, because you played like everything. Yeah. And again, one of my biggest memories is when you told me that Celia couldn't watch you play the new Mario game on the 64.
Yeah, Nintendo 64, because it just
because the camera view went all the way around.
I have that with first person stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But she has that with anything 3D game wise.
Yeah.
It's like, just forget about it. It's not working.
But I'm getting this stuff because I want to do that now. I mean, these look amazing. And I mean, and had I really taken the time to get into those back in the day, I mean, there's some awesome action, some multiplayer stuff, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, this is cool. Super Mario 3D World is really good. Then they're adding this Bowser's Fury. I wonder how big of an expansion that is.
Yeah,
that's completely new. That was not part of this at all.
Right, and it looks gorgeous. Now
I love the atmosphere, the dark and rainy.
Yeah, very very Luigi's Mansion.
Very much so.
I was also thinking too, what's the limited time only where you can have you're playing Mario against how many other people?
Well, is that the next one here? 35. It's 35 people total.
35 people.
So you versus 34. Now, have you played Tetris 99 yet on the online?
That's it. How did I segue to that? Wow. I didn't know that was coming next, but look at that. 35.
Okay. So, I mean, this is identical to Tetris 99. Even up here, you got the 4 choices.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Tetris 99, you can use your right thumbstick and you can send your blocks that you create to people who are attacking you, random people who you can put on a KO, so it'll go towards people who are almost dead, so you can try to get the KO out of them. Gotcha. And then what was the other one? There's one other, but the same thing here. And that's the weird thing. They said it's only. You can play it from October 1st.
Right, to March, isn't it? March 21st? March 31st? Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out why.
Well, you think it's just like a test market? You think they're just running it because it's not something that they have to leave on the server for too long? And
I don't know.
See how it works.
Seems like it's a great way to get people to do the service. Sign up for your service.
I would think so too.
Because you can't play it unless you pay for the online.
Right. Yeah. You still get your 7 days free, but
I mean, I guess there's a few choices. One, they could just take it down. Another one could be perhaps they take it down and then make it for sale.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or maybe when the 34-year or 35-year anniversary is over, maybe it becomes Mario 64 or Super Mario Bros. 64.
Right.
And you've got 64 players.
Yeah.
Because
Now,
I don't think
that.
you can. What's that?
Pause that.
Oh, yeah. Because I don't think you can get.
Flipping me out.
I don't think you can get 99 people playing that because Mario's got to be wider because you need more room to see than Tetris. Because Tetris is like this.
Yeah.
Mario, you need to be more like that.
Right.
So I don't think. I wonder if you could do 65 because that'd be kind of a cool number to have for it. So I don't know. I don't get the time thing.
I mean, yeah, you mean the limited time?
Yeah. What if everyone's loving it and they're having a great time? I mean, they're just gonna all of a sudden, well, that's it, folks. Boom. No more fun for you.
Well, like I say, it's like anything else these days. In order to truly find out whether or not something, I've thought about this. I've thought about doing this with certain things, certain projects I'm working is a limited time. Only do it for this amount of time because that's kind of the way we are anyway, right? We're like, okay, give them this product for this amount of time. I want to see what the interest is. And then you're not tied to it. I know my good buddy, Toby Jepson did this with a project he was doing. There was a person who was drawing, and I keep forgetting the style of the drawing. It's a very popular, trendy style right now with the big eyes, short chin. It's a certain kind of a drawing. Anyway, somebody had done a piece of artwork for his show, and he just did it. He only sold it for a limited time because then you don't have any overhead. You don't have any sitting product. You don't put it all out there. And then just everybody's like, well, I'm kind of done. You know, they're probably saying they've probably done marketing just like Tommy has on his stuff and everybody else. It's not a Tommy art. Everybody does it. Marketing, it's what it's called. So, you know, I'm sure that they're out there going, well, we'll just see how this goes. And marketing shows that people stay involved with something like this for about this amount of time. And if you leave it on too long, the whatever you want to call them. I mean, you know, the trendy word is haters, you know, but the people who are critics is really what they remain because nobody really truly gives a crap or should. You know, then they don't leave it up there for too long and they're going, why is it still up? I'm really done with it. I was done with it in February. Why'd they even leave it up till March? You know, you're just like, whatever.
Tetris 99's been on for what, a year and a half or so? And every time I play, I get right on with 99 people. It's amazing. I mean,
wow,
it's extremely popular. And I would imagine this is going to be just as popular, if not more, because
I would hope too.
What a unique game. It's a great idea. It's kind of like a Super Mario Brothers Battle Royale in a way, where you
right. Yeah. So it's that old thing reimagined in that way. You know, it's like, oh man, I remember that game. What? And I get to and wow, all right. So I don't know. Yeah. Well, check this out. This freaked me out because I love. Crazy? I'm a guy that loves it when I'm an artistic person, but I'm on the fringe of what a lot of folks do. Like this takes me back to thinking about John Taylor Dismukes. If you don't know who that is, he's an amazing illustrator who's done a lot of work over the years. He did some metal albums back in the day. He did an album cover. He did album covers for Keel. He did really cool Batman illustration. I mean, he's done a ton of work. Used to work at Photoshop. He used to do work with Photoshop. But when I was talking to Ron Keel about their album Final Frontier, there's a ship coming up out of the water. So check that out. I should have given that to you. You could have put it up on the screen. But when he told me the story about how that came to be. There's a ship coming out of the water, and John Taylor Dismukes actually he rendered a 3D model of it, and then he painted it into the scene. And that's what I love about this. This is like this awesome. Look at that.
You know, when I watched this live and it was done, I'm like, I wasn't quite sure what I was looking at. I was like,
these are
where do I get that? Cars?
Yes.
That I'm controlling on the Switch, and
yeah.
Wait a minute. Let me just go back a second, because
and it's got a censored camera on the top, and it ties into the 4 different color points.
Okay, now obviously these guys are loaded. They got a lot of money, because look at the size of this room.
That's not loaded.
Look at the size of this room.
That's okay. It's just yeah, it's big. But I mean, you know, I would assume you could do it in a smaller room, as long as those things are, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I could come over to your house and we could put everything up on stilts, and you could just do it underneath.
I mean, we got carpeting, so these cars going to move on the carpet?
Well, I don't know. Show it again and see what do the wheels look like. It would be really cool, you know. See, look at the wheels. I mean, the wheels look like they might go on the.
I wonder how fast. I wonder if it slows down.
Yeah,
it's kind of funny because you see it like you hit a guy with a blue shell, and on screen he's bouncing around and stuff. But in real life, and they show it here, what happens is the car just stops and pauses. It's like that right there.
Right.
So it just stops and pauses. So I guess watching the real cars is going to be quite as exciting as watching it on your Switch.
Yeah, I mean, having this camera eye view is really, you know, that's kind of cool.
The only real question I have, provided you've got the area, you know, hardwood floors or linoleum or something.
Right. And again, you just let me know. I'll help you stilt your whole living room.
And no cats. Because cats will be chasing this thing all over the place. They should have put a cat in this video. You know, the one thing I'm wondering about is, because in Mario Kart, you know, like Mario Kart 8, I mean, that thing is really fast. Those cars are flying all over.
Right.
I don't know how fast these cars are. Then they can't.
Well, right.
I mean, they're going to be much. I mean, obviously, you got a cartoon race and this is a real one, but the real cars going around, they're going to be much slower than you would see on Mario Kart 8.
Right.
I'm just wondering if there's going to be the same kind of excitement, like tension of racing around.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked fairly fast on here.
Well, because, I mean, the cars already go fast, right? And then what happens when you use a shroom, whether it be a golden shroom or just a regular one, and, you know.
That's what I was wondering, is the cars, like say you're going top speed, is there actually a higher speed that you can't get to unless you use a mushroom?
Right.
Because that'd be kind of cool. All of a sudden you use a mushroom and then boom, you go faster.
Right.
I mean, it looks cool.
Yeah.
I would love to see it in action, though, at someone's house.
You know what I would really like to. What I wonder is if there's any way to put them to have them in the same room. I mean, are there different frequencies? Can you not have one in the same room? That kind of stuff. Because could you imagine setting up in like an auditorium or a gym and having multiple tracks going at the same time?
Oh, so you're saying if you had two of these and you had two Marios and two Luigis. Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's interesting. That's a good point.
Yeah.
I wonder if that would mess them up.
Because, you know, like all the way back in those days where you and your buddy both get a radio control car, and then you're like, oh, this is going to be great. And they're like, because
that's an interesting point. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. I wonder how that worked. It's possible. It could be like, you know, in the old Wavebird controller, they had, I think they had like 16 selections on the dial. So that way,
right,
you just change the channel basically. They may have that. They probably do.
Since they did do, nice call. Good call on that. Yeah.
I'm guessing they do because I'd be shocked if they don't sell extra cars like, Peach, Donkey Kong.
And they just keep making them, dude.
Yeah. I mean, that would sell like crazy.
Okay, so wait. All right. So then here's the question. And this is a question to everybody out there who's watching, or even to those who aren't watching. And your friend will go, "You should have seen this show." And if you'd have seen it, what car would you want? And they're like, "Dude, I don't even know what you're talking about." But what, Jeff, would you want for your car? What would be the
driver?
Your character car?
Oh, Wario.
That's awesome.
That's
a no-brainer.
It's usually Wario. Sometimes I'll do King Boo.
Yeah.
I think King Boo's probably a little too obscure. I don't think they'll make a King Boo car, but they might make a Wario one.
All I know is I want them to make a motorcycle with Peach.
Well, that's what I do with Wario. I always use a motorcycle.
Yeah.
I do like the motorcycles on this.
Wait, is it Peach or is it
Daisy? Wait, is Daisy's in it?
Daisy. I want a Daisy on a motorcycle.
Well, let's see if you get one.
That's it. Could you make that happen?
I think this is, when did they say it's coming out? This is like a holiday thing, is it?
That's what I would assume. I mean, dude, I could see this being nutty cool at Christmas time.
I mean, I'm guessing it's going to be hard to find at Christmas.
Oh, you got that right.
I bet you this sells out. Hey, wait a minute.
You got that right. Yeah, this is going to be Cabbage Patchy.
Let's see.
or let's face it, it's going to be Switchy.
Oh, it's coming out even earlier, 10/16.
Yeah, sweet. Next month? We're a month away from the craziness. Oh, can you pre-order that?
Oh, I'm sure. I don't know if it's ready yet.
Okay, because I know you can. Do they have pre-orders starting soon for what's coming next? Isn't it is the Mario series up next?
The 3D Mario collection is up for pre-order. Super Mario 3D World is up for pre-order. The Game & Watch is not, at least not in the U.S. It is in other areas, but not here yet.
Okay.
At least not as of this morning.
Okay. I'm really excited about those. Now, I mean, I think I own all of the originals. So let's talk a little. Go ahead and hit to the next thing. What's coming up next?
But real quick, look at this. Additional games, systems, and carts required for multiplayer mode. So does this only come with one cart?
You just get a Mario or
a
can you get a Mario or a Luigi pack?
Is that how this works?
Let me look that up and see. Let me look that up. And wait.
I just assumed you got Mario and Luigi, and then the game was a download, and they gave you the little things you go through.
Right.
Well, that would kind of stink if you've got to buy two of these just to play two.
Yeah, that ain't no crap.
Although I guess
what's in the box? Here we go.
What's in the box?
You get either a Mario or a Luigi. So you have so in the box you get the race car, you get the 4 spots, you get 2 sharp turn signs, you get a charging cable, and you get the box in which it all comes.
It's $100, isn't it?
You know what? I don't know. That would be.
I heard $100 somewhere. I'm not sure.
That's probably sounds true. About right.
Huh. Well, that kind of stinks. I just assumed both cars were coming with it.
Yeah, because that kind of drives me nuts when they don't tell you how much.
Well, I mean, when you saw it on there, if you only are playing with one car, there's actually other cars on the Switch that you're fighting against.
Yeah, and it looks like the tires are kind of like a hybrid tire, so it looks like they'd work on a carpet. I mean,
so you think you'll be able to drive up walls in the ceiling like in Mario Kart 8? Because that's worth $100 right there.
if you've got lead paint and a little bit of magnetism. No, that doesn't work, right? Lead doesn't do that.
Huh. I don't think I've heard this anywhere before about just the one car.
Yeah, and
Maybe
then
I was the only one that
showing.
wasn't.
Have you seen this thing? Well, I don't know if that's real or not. Is that real with the little Koopa kid there? Or are they showing that as like a virtual? I wonder when they're going to start doing other ones.
Do you think maybe we're the only two people that assumed Mario and Luigi were coming together on this pack?
No. No. Which is why they have to put it out there now. I wonder, they're like, you better put it out there like that. Show them what comes in the box.
Where were you looking all that up?
That's why they have the two players there. Each have their own Switch. One's a banana color Switch.
Okay, it's $100. I see it on Nintendo's site.
All right. Okay.
$99.99.
$99.99.
Do you remember those old Earl Scheib commercials? He used to paint cars here in St. Louis. And it was this old crusty guy. He was like, I'll paint any car, anytime, for $99.99. That was his deal.
Like he just sleeps in the garage anytime. Hey, buddy, I need this painted fast, like in an hour. I got to take it. Oh, that's no problem. I'll do it right now. It's anytime. You're like, dude, it's illegal.
I wonder if we're going to see any more stuff announced for this anniversary. So here, did you see this? You can get this pin set.
The what? There's a 35th anniversary pin set?
Yeah, this is really cool. So on, what is it, supermario35.com, I think. You go there, and you have to log in with your Nintendo account. And then there's, I think, 6 missions. And if you do these 6 missions by a certain time, you get this pin set, I guess, unless they've run out. I don't know how many they have.
Wow.
But the final mission is you got to buy the game. You got to buy that 3D collection.
Oh.
So
which I won anyway.
So none of the missions are going to be complete by anybody until that date, which is only 2 weeks away, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so if you go there,
I'm looking.
I think 4.
Blah 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 blah.
I think 4 of the missions you just do on the website.
So tell me a little more though. Let's go back. I mean, we were looking at the race live. Now, the Super Mario Brothers 35th anniversary pins. There it is. I'm looking at it right now. September 8th is the Mario Kart tour.
Oh, that's the other one. You have to play.
And they have all the new shirts and all the new stuff coming.
That's one of the missions. You have to play in the tour.
Are you going to get a T-shirt?
No. I don't think T-shirt. I don't think
you can go to
Nintendo
in my size. NYC. What was that?
Yeah,
I'm
so
just
I think
watching stuff.
I think was it 3 or 4 of the missions you do right on their website. One of the missions,
the 35th anniversary, which is the same logo that starts this video.
Yes. Then one of the missions
Nintendo
is playing
NYC on
Nintendo
Twitter
Tour.
and Instagram.
Let's see.
That was my only thing the other day. I was wishing, I left. Did I leave?
Oh wow, they're putting the old 16-bit characters in the Mario Kart Tour.
Why can't I hear you? Oh, I know. Never mind. Just having fun, I guess.
Don't make me come over there.
Oh my God. That's right in line with my last week and a half, 2 weeks.
All right, so there's a bunch of stuff that's at the New York store.
Yes. Yes, true.
And that's something for Mario Maker 2.
Oh, Lord. So, yeah, I'm really eager to Super Smash stuff.
This is what I'll be playing in this. I love Splatoon 2.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was noticing that too. I'm like, I was thinking of you. I'm like, man,
One more
you gotta
Splatfest. Ooh, January. That's a while away.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Available later today. And now they're gonna have Super Mario stuff on Animal Crossing. Gonna have to look for that.
You can get these pins are available through My Nintendo Points.
Wait, you talking about the pin set that we were talking about? Is that what you're talking about? Did I lose you again? What in the heck?
My fault that time. I was muted. No, I was saying I forgot I took the screen down. What if we just did a show where we both mute each other?
I was like, all right. See, that's how it goes. That's just what it is. It's adulting. Welcome to adulting. What I need to do is I need to move. I have too many farging tabs open.
So these little keychains are cool. They're available with your Nintendo points.
That's what are available. Okay. All right. Yeah, because
so that's some freebie stuff there. That's cool.
Right. I don't know how many
are available now.
I don't know how many I have. I would still like to get some of those in television shirts and stuff, but I don't know.
Well, this will be cool. Mario stuff and Animal Crossing.
Yep.
I love this old drawing of Mario. It's just so goofy. There you go. Get some. You look nice in that, Stuart.
Which one? Yes. Oh yeah, there you go.
I wonder how much with this.
I used to have that outfit, didn't I?
Look, you got some cut off sleeves. Would be nice.
I wore it to the CES show.
Hey, this thing here. Not that.
Did we discuss that early? We did discuss that early on.
Going to CES?
In one of in one of our early episodes, right?
Yeah, we talked about that. Now I have a Mario at work. I hope it's still there. I don't know. I haven't been to work since March. He might be long gone.
He might have gone through the pipe. Woohoo!
But this looks a lot smaller than what I have. And it looks like the overalls are actually fabric too.
Yeah.
The one I have, he's like, I think he's 12 inches tall. He's pretty tall, maybe taller. Wow. But he's all the hard plastic and
correct. Really, just all
really nice.
Yeah. This reminds me. Yeah, it reminds me of that company they did that did a bunch of Marvel characters too. Unfortunately, Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers' character, didn't sell very well. They've had them at Aldi, I guess. So they had a bunch of leftovers there.
Oh, you know what's weird about that? I posted on Twitter a few days ago. Someone posted was a newspaper advertisement from the when was it? The 80s?
Okay.
Hold on.
I remember those.
The 80s?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that too.
I was a high school graduate. I was a DJ.
Yeah, I graduated in the 80s too.
Yeah.
But it was a Schnucks ad.
Okay.
Where they were selling. Where is it? Oh, here we go. A Schnucks ad selling ColecoVisions.
Oh, wow.
Jeez. I don't know if I can even. Well, it's on Go Game Go on Twitter. But
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Oh my gosh.
$100 from Schnucks. That's just so bizarre because Schnucks. I mean, all these always sells stuff like random stuff other than groceries. But Schnucks, I mean, other than like lawn furniture or something, they really don't. What
was the time frame, I wonder?
I think it was 83.
Was it Christmas time or?
Oh, that.
Because I mean, I could see them getting it as like a, as something that they're like, oh, that's guaranteed to sell. We got to get them. Or they got them. They weren't, I don't know. Were they still selling well in 83? That's the question.
No, 83 was the big video game crash. So this was probably at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because I bet you ColecoVision costs a lot more than $100 right around that time. I think it probably dropped really quickly.
Yeah.
But that'd be pretty cool. Go to a grocery store and pick up a ColecoVision.
Yeah.
Wish you're selling them now there. That'd be awesome.
The release was August of 82, it says.
Wow, that didn't take long.
No.
Have you seen the Lego sets?
No, because oh, no. I'm lying. I have seen that. I have seen because they had a video where somebody was putting it together.
They have several. I think the TV one with the NES, that's like $200, $240.
Jeez whiz.
Man, Lego's some expensive plastic.
Oh, you ain't kidding, man. Yeah. There's I'll tell you what. I met up with a gentleman. I think he moved out to North Carolina. Had the most Legos I have ever seen. Do you know anybody that collects Legos and stuff?
Not personally, but woman I work with, her husband is a big Nintendo, big
Lego
fan.
guy.
Yeah.
I mean, this. Oh man.
I used to get Legos when I was really little, and remember a long time ago they come in like a little box and it had like a top that kind of flipped open.
Yeah.
Like this, and then I think you pour them out.
Yeah.
But they were just like pieces.
Right.
I mean, sometimes you get a car kit, but a lot of times it was just pieces, and you'd build from there. And then they started coming out with the sets, and it's like, this is what you're building with it.
Yes. And this is how you do it.
I remember as a kid, I was like,
that's
I don't know. I kind of like the fact that they just give you a box of Legos. You might have a random window.
Yeah, give a window, and I'll put the window where I want it.
And it was fun just kind of doing nonsense. But then it was almost like, I don't know, it kind of seemed like homework.
Right.
Like, here you go. This is what you have to do.
Because it was kind of cool because you got like a regular window. So you're like, I'm going to build a spaceship, and it's got my window from my bedroom in it. You're like, this is cool. So it's like, now I'm flying, but it looks like my window. So it's kind of an interesting thought on the creativity.
Now it's like you're building Hogwarts from Harry Potter.
Right. Right. And it goes here, and that goes there, and that goes there.
Don't you dare think of anything else.
Take that one, put it over there.
Have you tried this yet on the Super Nintendo Online?
No, I haven't. No.
I love that they're bringing over the All-Stars because the graphics in all three are so much nicer than the original ones. Right.
And that's what I was thinking about. That's what I was talking about, where they've, it was upped. And so they were talking, weren't they talking about in there that the sound is enhanced and
yes.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. So again, going back to the Amico, these are family games that you're playing there, and they're kind of upgraded.
So. And Go Nintendo on their Twitter account posted a picture they had. It was the same shot. They had the original Super Mario All-Stars from Super Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
They had the All-Stars from, I think it was from the Wii.
Okay.
And then the Switch one. And obviously the Switch one looks nicer than the others.
Yeah.
It just makes sense since it's HD.
Well, again, I'm going to ask a question that I'm sure there's, a lot of our view. I'm that guy. You're that guy. and I'm this guy, because I'm the guy that's going to ask the question that's going to have, all the millions of people that watch us going, duh.
All the millions.
That's what I'm talking about. So, so I know all you millions of people are just going to be going, what is this? What's wrong with this guy? But have they given us the option of playing strikers yet on the Switch?
The soccer game?
Yeah.
No.
I really want that. Brad and I would play that like crazy. And did you and I ever play that?
We played online once.
That's
night.
what I thought. Because I can't assume that we didn't. I mean, because you play everything Mario, so.
We did play that. What have we had from Mario for sports?
I just say I love that game.
Have we just gotten tennis from Mario Sports? That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's no soccer. There's no baseball.
I really want him to do that because
not even a golf yet.
No. I'm going to say no. I did.
I mean, the Switch has been out for 3.5 years. We
Yes.
have one sports game. We should have like 3 by now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. One per year.
Yeah. Why don't they do 1 per year? Because they sell well.
Yeah.
Seems like a no-brainer.
It does. Especially strikers. I mean, it's about time they gave us a new strikers. I love that game.
Wasn't there 2?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I could be wrong. Again, the millions out there are going to be.
Was there a GameCube and a Wii? I'm not sure.
Was there I just know the one.
For some reason I was thinking it was 2. I don't know. But look at this. Look how nice this opening from Mario 64 looks.
Oh yeah, and you get to stretch it.
I did it for like 5 minutes before my first time I ever
part's
played.
A little weird, but
so when Nintendo 64 was coming out, I really wasn't a huge Nintendo fan at that time because, like I said, because we used to play Genesis and TurboGrafx a lot.
Yeah,
I had an NES. I had a few games for it, but I don't know. I just wasn't in love with it like a lot of people. And Super Nintendo came out, and I really like that. But I still like my Genesis and TurboGrafx better. So when Nintendo 64 was coming out, I really wasn't even thinking of buying it until we were walking through. It was either Target or Venture, and they had a kiosk with a Nintendo 64 hooked up. So I said, let me go play this. And I tried it. And as soon as I played it, I was like, okay, I have to have this like right now because as soon as it comes out, I have to get it. Because it was just so different. I mean, it's a 3D game.
Yeah.
And the stick, you barely move the stick, and Mario kind of creeps.
Mm-hmm.
You push all the way, and he runs.
Mm-hmm.
It was just, there was nothing else like it.
Wow.
It was awesome. So I'm excited to play this again.
Yeah, I'm eager to I did play a little bit of that. But there's some things that happen in these games that I'm like, what? I mean, I don't know. Some of them, it amazes me, the action and the cool stuff that was going on that I like this. Never played this one. Never played Sunshine. I know. I remember you had it.
Oh yeah.
And played it.
But
and I'm like,
this version looks amazing. I mean,
it
graphically,
does.
It's just crazy.
I wigged out there. You get a little bit of wave race going there, and
now, there were a lot of people who had a problem with Sunshine that just didn't like it.
Well, it's just
one of the least favorite, I think, Mario games.
I think it's just really creative with all the water jetting and all that stuff is really neat. And the sunflowers in the back are really pretty. I
love that thing where you were on like a roller coaster and trying to shoot missiles into mechanical Bowser's mouth. That's crazy.
Not to mention, I love roller coasters. Love them.
And here's Galaxy.
Yeah, right. That's just it's just the action is amazing.
No Galaxy 2. How about
that? What have you ever heard about why or
no?
Okay. just didn't.
It just feels weird to have Galaxy in a collection without Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
I kind of almost wish they would just have done Mario 64 and Sunshine together, and they're both Galaxies together.
1 and 2 together.
I could see where, well, maybe they don't want to put 4 games out. Maybe they think that's just giving away too much for their $60.
I guess. And it's 3 games, 3D. I don't know.
Right. They could have split it in 2 and had all 4 do like 40 for one, 40 for the other.
Yeah. Maybe they, I don't know.
People would have done that too.
Maybe they would have, I don't know. Maybe they do a deal where you get this one and then you get a little off on the 2. I don't know. So, so Galaxy was originally for which system?
Wii.
The Wii. And then what about 2?
Both came out.
Both were on the Wii?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
GameCube got Sunshine. Wii got both Galaxies. And the Wii U got Super Mario 3D World.
So do you think they're going to put 2 and 3D World together?
No, 3D World's all by itself.
Oh, okay.
That's up for pre-order already. Here's a weird.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'm sorry.
There's
Again,
a couple of weird things with this.
What a dork.
One, again, this is limited edition.
Yes.
After March 31st, you can't buy it. Apparently, even digital, you can't buy it.
Yes, I know, right?
Wow.
I mean, again, I don't know.
I mean, I get it. They're going to get everyone to buy it right away, but who cares? They could sell this for the next 3 years.
Are you going to get it?
Yeah.
Are you getting it digitally, or are you going to get that?
I'm getting the physical.
Me too.
I just want the actual physical of this.
Right. And you can pre-order that now?
Yeah, on Amazon. Probably Best Buy, GameStop too.
Yeah.
Okay, so Super Mario 64, they're doing HD graphics, but it's still in the 4x3. Super Mario Sunshine, which was 4x3, is now going to be 16:9.
Okay.
With HD graphics.
Okay.
But the weird thing is, Nintendo sells GameCube controllers to play on the Switch.
Right. I have one.
But they said you can't use it to play Mario Sunshine, even though it's a GameCube game. So I don't know if they've changed the controls around.
Yeah, I was going to say,
people messing around with that or what? I don't know. It's an odd choice.
You can use your Pro controller.
You can use a Pro controller, yes.
Okay.
Just seems odd. I don't know. It's an odd choice.
I think they did such a great job with the Pro controller. I love it.
Oh yeah, Pro controller is awesome.
Love it. Although I will say, there's moments in AC when I'm playing that I wish I would just be playing handheld, not on my television, because you got to send letters or do whatever, and you're like, and it's not user friendly. At least it's not time saving friendly. So this is everything they got available, right? What they're going to have available and what is available. You got Dr. Mario. You got.
Okay, so all these are on the Switch, or are going to be on the Switch here.
Right.
But let's see. Oh yeah, Super Mario Brothers U for the Wii U. That they brought that over. I forgot about that. So they had 2 games. Wii U did. So that's coming. That's already on the Switch. That's a traditional 2D platformer.
Right. Now,
and I think it comes with the Luigi expansion pack.
Okay.
Because during the year of Luigi got his own levels for this game. They added it on later.
Oh. Now, my other question is, what about Diddy Kong Racing?
I don't know if we'll ever see that.
Why?
Well, it was made by Rare.
Oh, okay.
And Microsoft owns Rare now.
Oh, okay. All right.
But was it all the characters are Rare characters, I think, except for Diddy Kong? I think he's the only one that was Nintendo.
Okay.
I don't know. But I mean, Microsoft has put out Ori and Cuphead on the Switch.
Okay. All right.
And those are Microsoft games, so you never know. It could happen.
Okay.
I love that game.
I know.
I actually bought that over Mario Kart when it first came out.
Yeah. Now, okay. So we're at Mario Kart 8. I want to do a little bit of looking back on that sometime really soon. Let's do a show about that soon. I don't want to talk any more about it right now. Let's just
Mario
do
Kart
some
or Mario
research.
Kart 8?
Let's do some research together and let's talk about those next time.
The Mario Kart series?
Yes.
That'd be fun.
That would be
Good
such a great one, yet it was such a I was frustrated with one of them, and I got to get back into it and see if that frustration still exists. So that's kind of like, I want to get back into Maximum Carnage and see if it'll still piss me off.
Yeah, that'll be interesting because there's one game in the series that I think most people don't like that I do like, and there's one in the series that has been my favorite in the series. I don't think a lot of people put as their favorite. So it'll be fun. Oh, before we go on, you see this title of Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle? Very bottom, second from the left.
Yeah.
That is a tremendous game. It's on sale for $20 right now, and that might be. I don't know if that includes the DLC. It might. I don't know if you'd like the game. I don't know. It's a turn-based strategy game.
Okay. Right.
But it's a ton of fun. It's got a great story. It's really funny, and the Rabbids from Ubisoft are in this.
Okay.
And what's funny is you can't really see it on here, but the Rabbids world gets mixed with the Mario world.
Okay.
And they end up having like a Rabbids Peach and a Rabbid Mario and Rabbid Luigi, and it's just goofy.
I think we should come on as rabbits sometime.
But that look at those Mario games. That's crazy.
But we won't eat carrots. I don't want to stereotype. I want to come on as the rabbit from Monty Python.
Oh yeah, these aren't rabbits; they're Rabbids.
Oh, they're Rabbids. Sorry.
You better get your act together.
Again, the millions are like, what the heck is this guy doing? Why is he even here? I'm stupid comic relief, people.
Yeah, you should go. You should try out the All-Star collection this weekend. It's it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I also like that on here where they show the little the trick where you get the one up time after time after time. That's pretty neat.
I think this is just their homage to Mario here.
It is. They did that's their whole 35 years.
Well, I like this game.
Yeah.
Super Mario Land. That was a lot of fun.
That looks cool with the plane and everything. That's awesome.
It's kind of funny because everything looks different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some things aren't in proportion.
And yet the graphic is sharp. Man, I remember when that came out. I reviewed that game.
Oh, Mario 3?
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll make a little mini-sode about that. I'll do that. I'll do a triple G mini. Yeah. Ooh, I like it. See, I just coined another thing.
Triple G.
Triple G.
Triple G, baby.
The Trip G. Trip G mini.
So you haven't played Mario 64, right?
Or
at least not much of it?
Well, wait a minute.
Because did you have a 64?
I did not play that game. I did not. I got them all.
Are you getting the collection? The 3D collection?
Yes.
All right. You got to try out Super Mario 64 because it's so much fun.
Yeah, it looks wonderful. That's what I mean. They hooked me if I'd have seen all of those cutscenes back then. I just didn't see all that, and I don't know why, because that's when I was doing all the reviews and stuff and paying really close attention. So I thought. So I don't know. They were just off. There were the other games that I really liked. Like when we were playing, Joe Montana and
Joe Montana football was so good.
That was so good. And yes, that's how we say it. We just say Montana because it's fun.
It was, there was a lot of flaws in the game, but that's kind of what made it fun.
Yeah.
Remember, extra points or any field goal or extra point.
Mm-hmm.
If you were good enough, you could work one of your linemen through and block almost every time. So
you'd get me constantly.
That was a huge flaw in the game, but it was just so funny.
I'm like, how are you doing? Because then you'd do it very easily, and I wouldn't be able to.
Well, remember we used to play ice hockey, and I remember I had a move with the skinny guy where I'd kind of go down and up and then shoot in the opposite direction, and it would work almost every time. It's like, I've played that game recently. It's like, I can't do that at all. I don't know what's going on. I just cannot pull off that move. You got no skills. Yeah. When I play against a computer, I'm just getting killed.
Well, can we play some of that this week for an episode as well?
I don't know. I can stream with me. I haven't figured out how to stream with both of us on yet.
No. I'm talking about I'm coming over.
Oh. Yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
Busy Wednesday and Thursday. That's all I know right now.
Okay. Me too.
Well, that was the show. Yeah, it was a pretty good. I thought that was a pretty good show.
It was really, really, really neat. I thought a lot of the stuff that they previewed, a lot of the stuff that's coming out. Again, I got very excited about a lot of that stuff. It's really neat. I'm not one of those guys that, oh my God, that's oh my God. And I'm not faulting anybody for that. But I'm just not that guy. I don't do that.
Have you seen people on YouTube who got these reaction videos?
Yes, there was one. What was
grown men?
Yeah, grown men
crying.
Yeah, and I don't know if they work themselves up for that, or
that's what I wonder. Is this fake? Because
if on the side they got like a like one of those commercials with the puppies and stuff, or like a happy puppy one, not like a bad sad puppy one, but
it's just so funny. I'll just catch a glimpse of these guys. I'm like, why are you crying? It's like, yeah, I love video games. I'm really happy this game is coming out, but I'm not going to shed a tear over it.
Right. I get a little weepy knowing that you and I are going to do a show. That makes me kind of.
I've been crying all day.
Okay. I have to get the bugs out of my mustache, but it's a small price to pay.
It is a small price to pay.
Not like millions out there that are going, this is a big price for me to pay right now.
So
yeah, let's talk it over. We'll get it worked out.
Oh, this week we're going to do. Oh, shoot.
Well, right.
We're going to do a game. We're going to do a show with Snestastic Pete.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So I wanted to make sure we gave him a shout out. After we got done the other night with the Amico show, with OAB Pete's, we had 3 Pete's on there. There was OAB Pete, there was Papa Pete, and there was Sneztastic Pete. So,
on Twitter, I called each of those guys out and said, OAB Pete, Papa Pete, and Sneztastic Pete. You guys should do a retro gaming show and call it 3 Pete.
3 Pete.
And Papa Pete and then Sneztastic Pete both liked it, and then OAB Pete said he liked the idea. So I think that would be a great idea, having those 3 guys do a retro show. 3 Pete.
Well, you know what? Here, no. They don't get to do that. We get to do that. We'll host it and have them on our show. We'll have a 3 Pete. We'll have a 3 Pete throwback nostalgia show. Boom. Make the t-shirt quick, and then we're done. It's your idea. I love those guys. That's why I'd love to do that show, because that would be great.
Yeah, they're all good guys.
But at the end of the show, Sneztastic Pete hung with us, and we talked. He's over in England.
We talked for an hour and a half. It was a long time.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we talked. So he's really, really solid, cool guy. I started watching his interview with Tommy Tallarico. Haven't
Yep.
finished it yet. I'm looking forward to that.
I watched
And,
that. It was very good.
did you?
It
Cool.
got really interesting because they got into some like positive thinking type topics.
Right.
Nothing game related. It was
Right.
interesting.
Yeah, because I know that, we talked a little bit about that because, it happens there and it's happening now. It happens it happens everywhere to folks and can happen to all of us, where sometimes we hit a wall somewhere and we just don't know where to go. And you can get depressed. You can have certain things just that are seem in your head. But as things change, our chemistry changes a skosh, and our brain just doesn't quite know where to go with it. So that's really the cool thing about the community. We can come together and hang tight and talk about things we love and get our chemistry. That can often help us get ourselves back in line. Yep. So just knowing we're not just hanging out by ourselves, it's not just us. We're all still out here. Yep. So yeah,
so
that's cool.
To figure. So I guess our days are short next week as far as when they have Pete on.
Yeah,
we're both already busy Wednesday and Thursday.
Right. But that's okay. We'll get it figured out.
I'll send him a message. I'll see when he's available. We'll go from there.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we'll pick a time. So we'll wrap this up.
Relic Gamer just came by.
Wow, under the wire.
You made it, Relic Gamer. Thank you.
And hello to you as well. Tell us what you think about our three-peat show.
All right. Yeah, Relic Gamer, you'll have to I guess once we shut this down, I think it takes it's a couple hours and it comes back up.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the deal is with that.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'm gonna leave that alone. And we'll wrap it up. So great talking Mario, great talking Nintendo, great talking Amico, great talking geeking out about animated stuff, and check this movie out. This Fire and Ice. It's really, really, it's an interesting film.
When Nathan was like 8 years old or so, we used to do Anime Saturday.
Really?
The three of us would watch different animes.
Wow. So did you watch Akira?
No.
No.
We should
well, that's what you got to get here at the beginning, bro. No, but let's talk. We can have you in. We'll get you in.
Yeah, we should let's have Relic Gamer on next time. Yeah. It'll be fun.
And if we can kind of reverse that, that would be awesome too. So
that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Relic Gamer is always the first one in there to fight the negative people.
Yeah, right.
He always takes them on.
Ding.
He comes right after him, man. He doesn't hold back. That's great.
I wonder if anybody else was like me back in the 70s when they first saw Rocky, and they're just all of a sudden they're in the seats watching the movie going like,
yeah.
I caught myself doing that. That was awesome. That's when you know you've done your film right. So
there was a while where I had all the first three Rocky movies on my Shield, and I'd go into there, and I had it queued up to like the final fight scene for all three, because I'd go and watch all three of them, because I just loved I like the Rocky movies.
Yeah. That first one just was great. The other ones were still good. I still enjoy them. The only one I still haven't watched is Rocky 5, when he coaches the young guy.
I saw that.
But so I haven't seen that, and I didn't think Creed 2 was that great.
I haven't seen that. I like Creed.
Same here, but I
haven't seen Creed 2 yet.
Well, check it out. Make your own opinion. Obviously, you don't have to go by mine. But
it was kind of weird when I rewatched these films.
Yeah.
Rocky.
You think how great they would be if Mario was in them? I just said.
Or Little Mac from Punch Out.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because, all right, I don't really care much for Rocky 4, the Russian thing.
Yeah,
it was okay.
Yeah.
But like Rocky 1 is a really good movie, but I don't know. I don't have as much fun rewatching it. I liked Rocky 2 better. It's like, but You know the one I know it's not a popular choice, but I really liked Rocky 3. It's goofy, it's over the top, but I don't know. I just liked Rocky 3.
Yeah.
That's probably the one I can watch over and over again.
You just like hearing him scream Mickey.
There's a lot of funny things in that.
Mickey! Yeah, no, it was a Clubber Lang. I mean, it was great. And then, the next one, yes. I mean, it fell into the trap of over the top.
Which was just Rocky 3 is there was probably more fighting in that than any of the other Rockies, which I really liked.
I think you're right.
Because they had 2 matches with Clubber Lang and one with Thunder Lips. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Say it one more time.
Thunder Lips?
It just rolls off your tongue. And one with Thunder Lips.
And I like the one with the second fight with Clubber Lang, and Rocky's getting the hell beat out of him.
Yeah.
And that was a short fight. It was like, 3 rounds, 4 rounds? It was really short.
Yeah.
But like the second round, or maybe it was 5 rounds, but the second round, I think, is when he was still getting the hell beat out of him. And at the very end, Rocky, he starts like going Super Saiyan, and he gets all powerful.
Right.
And he's going up to Clubber Lang saying, "Man, you ain't that bad. You ain't that bad." And he takes his hand and just pushes him and goes, "You ain't nothing." He just shoves him right in the face. I just love that every time. It's just
you're nothing. Stallone, part of the charm of Stallone, we are way off subject and we're over time. But the thing about Stallone is he's got this like magic lip power. I mean, you want to talk about Thunder Lips. It's really him. It's because his mouth and lips do things that I just don't understand. They have a mind of their own. Did
you watch Rocky Balboa?
I liked it a lot.
I liked it a lot too.
Yep. When I watched that movie, I was like, this is good.
I couldn't believe how much I liked it.
Yeah.
I didn't like Rocky 4. Well, Rocky 4 was okay. It was nothing great. I didn't like Rocky 5 that much.
Again, it stayed within the over the top limits, but I still enjoyed it. It's still fun to watch. It has a great soundtrack. You got Robert Tepper, you got James Brown, you still have Survivors on there. Burning Heart is on there. I don't know if Frank Stallone on that one still too. I don't remember. But it had a great soundtrack, especially Robert Tepper. I want to do that song in my band. No Easy Way Out. What a great song. But yeah, I was playing songs from that on the radio. And it was a great soundtrack. That's when they really started selling soundtracks for movies. That's when Top Gun, Rocky, Rocky 4, all of that stuff. Eye of the Tiger started it, but that still wasn't a full soundtrack, really. It was
really one Rocky. There were 6 Rockies then? 1 through 5, and then Rocky Balboa?
Yeah, I mean, unless you want to count Creed. And
I was going to say, if you want to throw Creed in there, then there's 2 more.
Yeah, I mean, those are part of it. So, yeah, right? Yes, right.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot of math.
Well, thank you, Gamer. This is a nice shirt. I love TurboGrafx.
I'm ordering one this week.
Lance Jennings, thanks for that comment. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah. So anyway, should we call that a knockout?
Yes.
All right.
We could do an entire Rocky show.
I know. And we need to finish this with
what do we say? There's 8 of these 8 movies basically.
Mm-hmm.
To go over.
Oh,
I gotta watch Creed 2 though, because I can't comment on it until I see it.
Right. Yeah, check it out. I'd be eager to know what you think. And I'll tell you what, you watch that, and I'll watch Rocky 5.
Oh, that's right. That's one you're missing. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. I don't know how I'm going to watch it. But
I'll figure it out. I've got an NVIDIA Shield, and there's these apps.
Yeah.
And I don't get the deal. I don't know how, but like there'll be different apps you can go and just search a movie and you can play it, like stream it.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't seem legal, but they're on the shop. You can download it. I'm like, why would if it's illegal? What? I don't get it. It's some kind of weird gray area.
I've had an issue with that ever since. I think as long as you're, okay, and I'm probably wrong. I don't make movies. It's not my lifestyle that's being hurt when I watch movies in that situation. But at the same time, if I'm not out there, if I'm not out there bringing people over, charging them money to watch it, then I don't see an issue with that. Just like when they brought out the burners, the CD burners. And Relic Gamer, take it easy, man. Let's talk, though. Let's talk about you talking here and we talking there. But, you know, it's just like when they came out with the CD burners, I'm like, well, this isn't legal. And they're like, well, you're not supposed to burn. Well, then why are you letting these companies mass produce and sell in a Best Buy ad that you can burn CDs? Because I'm a guy that loves music and I'm going to do that.
You know, like it's kind of like with emulation in games.
Yes.
I mean, I've got emulators for everything up to like TurboGrafx, Super Nintendo, Genesis. I think that's about right. And
yeah,
because they can be emulated so easily. And
right.
I've already bought games, which doesn't make any difference to the manufacturer of those games because they're so old, they're not making any money off of it. But I'll do that. I'll emulate a game and to see if I want to buy it.
Right.
Because it's still not perfect. I mean, the emulation is pretty much perfect, but I don't have the right controls that I want because I'm.
Gotcha.
And yeah, so.
Right.
But of course, at that point, you're emulating stuff that's 30 years old that the person who made it can't profit off it anymore, unless, of course, it's in a eShop or something.
Well, now, and here's my thing, and I'm just trying to make this round out to an even 90 minutes. But what we'll be done here in about 3 minutes. But what I want to ask though is anybody out there that finds these emulated games that, how do you find the ones that are, like on the fringe? Can you find those games? Are they named differently?
What do you mean on the fringe?
Well, like, have you ever heard of Ripoff? Did you ever play Ripoff?
No.
Okay, it was in that vectored line of games like Asteroids, and like a Space Duel is in that kind of vectored line game.
Yeah, I love that stuff.
And it was, I think I talked about it early on. I talked about that I used to go to my favorite record store back home, and there was a little Italian carryout place in the same building, and they had this machine called Ripoff. And that's where they had the 9 triangles in the middle. And if there was 2 of you playing, you had a ship down here and whereas my fingers, you had a ship on the top and one on the bottom. And in the middle of the screen were these 9 triangles. And then other ships would fly in and link onto it and then spin around and fly off. So if you couldn't stop, that's what you had to do. That was your fuel and that was your lifeblood. And if it all was gone, your game was over. So that's one game. If anybody knows where I can find that. Also, the other one is, and I know these games existed because, you know, the programming had the name of the game on it. It's not like you turned on the machine in a shell and it didn't have a name. The game I used to play when I'd go and visit the pretty girl at the dairy, not very far from my house. There was a dairy shop. And I just wanted to go and talk with her. And
we should have her on the show.
If I remembered who she was, I would.
Can you remember she comes on and she's like, now why am I here again?
What the?
Who are you people?
This is creepy. No, but it's fun. My new phrase is I accrepiate that. But no, there was a game called New York, New York. I want to know if somebody else knows about New York, New York. I mean, can anybody of the millions of people watching us let me know if you've ever played New York, New York? It was out in probably 1981. I mean, I'll do some research out here and see if I can find it. But
well, I will say this: the emulation sites I've been on, I don't know if I've ever entered a game in where they didn't have it. It's amazing.
Okay.
But
okay.
I also know that Nintendo wiped out a bunch of emulation websites in the past couple of years.
Okay. All right.
So I don't think there's many sites as available anymore. There used to be a whole bunch. I don't even know of. I mean, offhand, I can't even think of one. I'm sure they're out there still, but. And
this was about an invasion in New York. I mean, I don't know. New York, New York. Here
was Frank Sinatra in that?
Yes.
The main
actually, guy? No, I won't say that. That would be brutal. No, this is it though. I'm seeing it. It's right bloody here. Can you see this? Oh shit!
I see a lot of things.
You see that?
Oh wow!
It was a Gottlieb game. 1980.
Wow, it's really old.
Yeah, like me. No, I'm not really old. I'm just not exactly young, but I ain't old. But yeah, so that's it. Okay, so see there, that's it. I'm not lying. It was a Gottlieb game. Yeah, New York, New York. Holy crappy monkeys. Yeah, there it is. Well, look, it's like a Space Invaders kind of thing. See there? You got ships that came down, and you've got the main ship down here. And they're dropping, and you have to shoot them.
Excellent.
Yeah. So here's the overall impressions. That's pretty wild.
So New York, New York. What was the other game you mentioned?
And then the other one was Rip-Off.
Rip-Off.
That again, very vectored based.
Oh, I love the vectors games. Those are some fun.
Yeah. And now that we're over 90 minutes, so yeah, we should wrap it up. But anyway,
all right.
Go Game Go. It's awesome. What episode is this, by the way?
11.
That's the ones to watch.
Yes.
That's so stupid. That's local marketing, ladies and gentlemen. Forced me to do that. Sorry. I'll do better.
All right. We'll take off. It was a good show.
Yes. The next time will be the 12 elves. Just kidding. That was just as bad. Shouldn't do that.
We could sit here all day with bad jokes.
What do you mean? We just did it for an hour and a half. We suck. No, yeah, you know.
Yeah, I have to go talk to this squirrel. He keeps looking at me. I don't know what he wants.
I gotta go pee or something.
That's true.
All right.
We'll
Go Game Go, dude. This was awesome. Thank you
good.
to everybody chiming in. Lance, thanks for your comments. Those are
Lance,
awesome. Thanks, Jeff, for posting those up there. I appreciate that. And then we'll talk to you guys real soon.
All right. See ya.
Yeah.
Bye.